Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Continuing the BJCP style guidelines, continuing with 21B Specialty IPA. We are now on Rye IPA. Overall impression, a decidedly hoppy and bitter, moderately strong American Pale Ale. Pale Ale? Showcasing modern American and New World hop varieties and rye malt. The balance is hop forward with a clean fermentation profile, dry finish, and a clean supporting malt allowing a creative range of hop characters to shine through. And of course, I've got a brand new beer, Surly 60 Below Rye IPA. I don't know why they put the name of the beer on the back. The front of that can, like the cover, it's pretty cool. It looks like a comic book villain. It looks like Doctor Doom or something. It's kind of creepy. Let's check the comments, history, all that stuff. So, again, pretty redundant stuff. A modern American craft beer interpretation of American IPA. Rye malt characters should be noticeable, otherwise enter an American IPA. History, looking to add complexity, homebrewers substituted rye malt. Characters and ingredients. Now this is interesting. Pale ale or two-row brewer's malt as the base, 15 to 20% rye malt. So that's quite a lot there. It's not just a handful. American and New World hops. American or English yeast with a cleaner, slightly fruity profile. Generally all malt, but mashed at lower temperatures for high style comparison. Drier and slightly spicier than an American IPA. Bitterness and spiciness from rye lingers longer than American IPA. Does not have the intense rye malt character of a Roggen beer. Some examples are stronger, like a double IPA. Vitals 50 to 75 IBUs. That's pretty bitter. 6 to 14 SRM, so pretty dark, and 5.5 to 8% ABV. All right, so let's get started on the review here. Well, I mean, it kind of reminds me of Surly Furious, which I just re-reviewed the other day. I didn't do a video review yet. Yeah, so very hoppy. I'm getting kind of citrusy, kind of dank hops, like orange juice concentrate, not like orange pith. Maybe like grapefruit, maybe like grapefruit pith. I mean, it's not juicy. It's certainly citrusy, but I can smell the rye in there. It's not super bready, but I mean, it's enough to notice. I mean, they say 15 to 20%. I mean, it's not something subtle, but it's not the driving force either. It seems like, like a little under attenuated, like it's going to be a really malty beer. Like I'm smelling this, and it's funny, they said English ale yeast on here. I'm smelling this, and it does kind of smell like it's a some kind of English strong beer, something in the category 17. But and I don't smell any alcohol. By the way, it's only 6.5, so not too strong. So let's check the specs on aroma. Wow, this is quite long. A prominent to intense hop aroma featuring one or more characteristics of American New World hops. Yeah. Many versions are dry hopped and can have an additional fresh hop aroma. This is desirable but not required. Grassiness should be minimal if present. I do not get grass, but yes, I do get a lot of American New World hops. It may have low peppery rye malt aroma. I don't know if I'd say peppery, but certainly rye. A low to medium low, clean, grainy malty aroma may be found in the background. True. Fruitiness from yeast may be detected in some versions, although a neutral fermentation character is also acceptable. So yeah, there might be a little bit of English yeast esters on here, but as I said, it does kind of remind me of like an English strong beer, but it's certainly not a fruit bomb. A restrained alcohol note may be present, but this character should be minimal at best. Any American or New World hop character is acceptable. New hop varieties can be released and should not constrain the style. All right, so yeah, it smells pretty good. It is not quite as rye forward as I was hoping or expecting, but yeah, for the style, it's pretty good. I'm gonna go 9 out of 12. Even that, well, maybe 10. We'll come back. We'll see. Our appearance, so it probably looks, really copper or burgundy on camera. Sun keeps coming and going. It's like a really deep copper color. Even if I hold up to the sunlight, it's probably about a 17. I'm gonna say 17 to like 27 SRM. It's quite dark. It did have, a full 2-3 fingers of foam there. It's like kind of like a tan soap suds kind of foam. That's a little, I thought it'd be more of like a frothy thing, but let's see the appearance. Color ranges from medium gold to light reddish amber. Should be clear, although unfiltered dry hop versions may be a bit hazy. Medium size, white to off-white head with good persistence. Well, I mean, they said with good persistence. Well, it hasn't faded yet, but we'll see if it sticks around. Yeah, and it's certainly not clear. So, I mean, I don't really get too hung up on clarity unless it's some kind of specialty lager. I will hesitantly give this a full 3 out of 3. If I need to penalize it later, I wouldn't mind dropping that to a 2. So let's dig in here. Cheers. I kind of called it on the aroma. I said this feels like it's going to be under attenuated, like really malty. It is. It's quite malty. Just a lot of the base malt, the rye is it's kind of giving like a little bit of a bready kind of character. Nothing like in the German lager kind of way, but certainly like a rye bread kind of thing. Like it's, to me, it's more like rye bread than actual spiciness. And the hops are, you got that dank kind of orange juice concentrated flavor. And it's weird because you wouldn't think rye and like citrus would work, but they actually do. So it's very malty from beginning to end. The rye is kind of subtle. So the rye is kind of like working hand in hand with those hops to like a little bit of spiciness and kind of a dry sensation from the rye. And then, Warrior, and I don't know what the deal with the other hops are, but, kind of a classic American citrusy hop kind of flavor. And more real dank, like, even though it smells like orange peel and grapefruit peel, to me it tastes a little bit more like orange juice concentrate. Maybe even get like a little bit of like vanilla in there. That could be the alcohol. It's 6.5, which is, sort of strong, but not super strong. And maybe like it's from the yeast too. Like, I mean, I really hope it's not ringwood, but I do think that there is like a tiny little bit of butter in here. Flavor. Hop flavor is medium to very high and should reflect an American New World hop character. Yeah, I'd say hop flavor medium high. Medium high to very high hop bitterness. Again, I'd probably say medium high. Well, I'd say maybe high. Malt flavor should be low to medium low, and generally clean and grainy malty, although some light caramel or toasty flavors are acceptable. See, they say low to medium low. I think it's more of like a medium straight up, because like to me it's a very malt forward kind of beer. A light grainy spiciness from rye malt should be present, true. Low yeast derived fruitiness is acceptable but not required. Yeah, there is a little bit, so a bonus point there. Rye malt contributes to a dry finish. Residual sweetness should be low to none. That's true. Like it is like a little bit of like a spicy kind of rye aftertaste, and a little bit of like an alcohol, but on the hops. So I would not call it, even though it's like a very malty beer, it is not like a sweet cloying aftertaste. The bitterness, hop flavor, and dryness may linger in the aftertaste, but should not be harsh. True. A very light, clean alcohol flavor may be noted in stronger versions. True. All right, so to me, it's good. It's not amazing, but it is what the style guidelines say. So I'm gonna go 16 or 17. I've been kind of stingy so far, so I'll give it a 17 out of 20 on flavor. Mouthfeel. So it's been a medium full mouthfeel. It feels a little bit more viscous than your average IPA, or it could just be that the carbonation is a little lower. I'd probably put about a moderately low carbonation. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's like thick and sticky, but it just seems like a little, it should be like a little bit more effervescent. It's quite smooth. I'll give it that. And it's, pretty easily drinkable. It's 6.5. Again, not a super hefty beer depending on who you are, but I would not call it refreshing. But there's no challenge in the drinkability here. So yeah, it's pretty good overall as far as drinkability. Let's check the specs on mouthfeel. Medium light to medium body with the smooth texture. See, I'd say it's even a little bit bigger than that. Smooth texture, yes. Medium to medium high carbonation, maybe. No harsh hop-derived astringency. Yeah, I mean, the hops linger, but I would not call it astringent. Very light, smooth alcohol warming, not a fault if it does not intrude into overall balance. All right, so yeah, it's mostly there. I could kind of go 3 or 4 on mouthfeel here. I think I'll go 4. Overall impression, I think it's about an 8, maybe. All right, it's a total score of 41, so I got to knock a point off somewhere. You know what? I'm going to knock the point off the appearance, because like that had, like, it didn't completely fade, but, no lacing. So I'm going to knock that down to a 2 out of 3. It'd be nice if it was clear too, but yeah, so that's a total score of 40 out of 50, which, I mean, that's really good. It's not something to sneeze at, obviously, but I think there could be, they could improve this a little. So yeah, there you go. 40 out of 50 for Surly 60 Below Rye IPA. I think this would be a good dinner beer to just kind of sit around and drink. Not so much, but the kind of thing you want with a meal. Yeah. So, all right, that does it for this review. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it.
Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.